I would take any British person over someone from New England because that is just irritating as fuck.
That's wild that you would. That's America, buddy. That's America.
That is not an American accent. I don't know what the Boston accent is, but it should be illegal.
I love the Boston accent because I don't know if somebody's talking about the tool you need to start a car or a type of pants. And they're like, go get Jackie's khakis.
I got khakis on right now, buddy.
And I'm not afraid to use them.
I got your Sam Adams right here.
Thank you, Sam Adams. So,
Honeys,
we're home.
hello and welcome to episode 67 of Sinclairity, a dinosaur's tale, or in many ways, the very first real episode of Sinclairity. I am your one and only host, Ben Handupme. As you know, we had to fire Brian the intern because of tax evasion or something. I don't remember. We wrote something weird down. And Tim left last week because people kept talking about his glasses or something like that. There's really no way of knowing. But so I've decided as a company, because I was going to have Zach join me like last week, but it went terribly. You know, he's not that great of a comedic foil. He's just funnier than me, and I don't like that. So luckily, he was easily distracted. I called together a convoy of food trucks for like foodie type shit. He's into foodie type shit, I'm sure. And then you've talked to him, you know. So he's been distracted by that. So I'm just going to do this alone, and it's going to be okay. I've not cried much today. I've not cried much this week. I've been pretty dry as far as crying goes. So I think this will be a good episode of the podcast. So as long as there are no further interruptions, we'll go ahead and I'll introduce you to the concept for this episode.
Hello?
Oh,
Is this microphone on?
Hey, somebody just came into the studio, which is, who are you?
I'm answering the Indeed ad for podcast hosts.
Ooh, I thought I didn't pay ZipRecruiter. I thought we shut that down. I realized that we couldn't do anyone for free like we used to.
Well, it was like the temp agency they sent me. So
well, you look like what, 12, 13? How old are you, kid?
I'm at least 45.
At least 45.
Yeah.
A strong Michael Jordan when he came back.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the job market's not good right now, but I am here for the job. What is this again? This is about puppets.
I mean, like, that's really diminutive. That's like really like I think it's more about love and life and happiness.
More like gloves.
Oh shit. We're not really looking for a funny guy, you know. Like we have
I'm not funny.
Oh, okay, thank God.
I'm not. I'm not funny at all.
Okay, then you might remind me a little too much of our last co-host, and I might get a little sappy.
I mean, I don't even know the guy, but he sounds like a real piece of shit.
Oh yeah, like literally. Like, wait a minute, did you just call Tim a piece of shit? I'm allowed to say that. Who the fuck do you think you are saying that? That's my best friend. Used to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Mitt Momney. I am a professional soaker, and I am a part-time podcast host. I actually do a podcast called Lens Shapiro, where we take a very close look at Ben Shapiro's work.
Okay, I looked up the name you said. It says that you were an American actress, comedian, writer who started your career doing stand-up comedy and off-Broadway, and then you
never been to Broadway.
You were in a TV show called Grace and Frankie recently on Netflix.
Never even been to New York.
Then you're not Lily Tomlin. So
no, that's not what I said.
What did you say again?
MIT, MIT. You know, like the school.
You went to MIT? All right.
No.
Well, you're hired. Oh, you didn't. Okay, never mind. You're fired.
Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't say you needed a college education to be on the show.
It was implied.
Implied?
The last guy, he had a degree in something very important, like journalism.
Oh,
He
fake
uses
news.
it.
It's called fake news, I think.
It's called fake news. Fake Newtons, you mean?
Oh, I can't eat those. I'm allergic.
You're allergic to which part?
All all of it.
All of it? You're allergic to the entire fake Newton.
Yeah, even the box.
So even if I gave you a boneless fake Newton, you'd die.
Yeah, I could maybe eat the like. Oh wait, they don't come in a plastic bag. Like the box.
Like a sleeve. They come in like a
Plastic bag.
sleeve, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I could probably eat that.
What about, is it, if it's everything kind of part of it, what about like the laws of physics? Did it not apply to you because of Newton?
Oh, not at all.
I was going to say, you
No.
look like you are outside of the laws of physics. That is something I could say about you.
I'm definitely outside of the law.
So you say you heard about this from a listing on Indeed. I'm looking on Indeed, and the only listing I can see that's pertaining to dinosaurs of any kind is they're trying to hire a new lawyer to get eaten out of a toilet for the next Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, they're doing that again?
Yeah, they said it got a lot of laughs the first time around.
It sent the message loud and clear.
Yeah,
honestly, I think it's kind of offensive. Like my father being the cousin's son of a lawyer, you know,
the cousin's son.
It's kind of offensive.
So yeah, that seems like you have a pretty close relationship to lawyers, which is pretty. Like, I'm just gonna say a little bit.
I can get mine on the phone right now if you don't want to
get your lawyer on the phone. Who's your lawyer? And who's your lawyer, and which one of us is gonna play his voice? I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about how funny my lawyer is. I can't get over.
You have one of those funny lawyers?
Well, he's like a clown. He's like he's a part-time clown, full-time lawyer.
Part-time lover, full-time friend type of guy?
No, we've never kissed.
You've never kissed your clown lawyer. That is fucking. I would not admit that. That's the last thing.
Normal? Is that normal?
Around these parts, around Sinclairity, like I was when I was 6, buddy, I kissed my clown lawyer twice.
Wait, why did you have a lawyer when you
on
were
the red
6?
nose? Because I was very litigious at the time. Like every 6-year-old boy, I was learning about liturgy.
Well, I didn't grow up in northern Kentucky, so I wouldn't know.
How do you know where I'm from?
Oh, I did a Google search.
Did you dox me?
Not yet.
How come you have like the same color beard as my friend Tim, who
I might swat
my
you.
old friend Tim.
I might swat you though.
You might swat me.
Yeah. Do you like my hair? It's all, it's kind of slicked back.
Yeah, you look like a real piece of shit.
Yeah. I live for New Year's.
Oh, so that was an intentional choice on your part today, is to slick your hair back for Tim Robinson for New Year's.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never
you look like
seen
a Tim
this.
to me. You kind of look like a Tim. That's
I
weird.
don't know. No, it's Mitt. MIT.
You know what Mitt spells backwards?
Probably very intelligent.
I don't. I was hoping you would. I can't do backwards words.
Oh yeah, those are hard.
People would always say pig backwards and then spell pig backwards and say funny, and I was just like, I don't speak pig Latin, buddy. I can't do this one for you.
I don't know what a gimp is.
You don't know what a gimp is? Put the thing
in the mouth and put the mask on. Shut your trap.
Is this a Pulp Fiction type thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were just doing a whole thing from Pulp Fiction, I think.
Oh, is that like a comic?
A comic? Is that what you did before this? Are you like one of those stand-up comic guys?
Like Peanuts? Like Peanuts?
Yeah, like they pay you in peanuts. Are you like one of those guys who does stand-up circuits?
Oh no. Well, if you're gonna pay me in peanuts, I can't be here for very long.
Because it's all recirculating like strips from years ago.
Well, I'm allergic.
You're allergic to peanuts now too.
Yeah, I can't even have them in the room.
What good are you?
When I see that Mr. Peanut in his fucking monocle, I just want to. Well, first I compliment him on the monocle because I love the rich. Naturally,
you love the rich,
but I cannot be anywhere near that peanut.
Let me get one question. How do you feel about the musical Hamilton?
No. Oh, Hamilton?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Okay. I thought I was about to lose you. How about Rent?
Rent?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got to pay my rent.
You pay rent. You don't own a house.
That's why I'm here.
Strike one.
Oh, own a house? Are you kidding, Ben? You know how much
Strike one.
peanuts are in the walls?
How do you
in
know my
houses?
name's Ben?
Because it's on the Indeed ad. I thought I told you.
The Indeed ad. Okay, here's two things to know about me since we just met. One, I don't know what Indeed is. Two, I'm having a lot of trouble breaking through the wall of this scene.
What scene? This is not a scene. Can
This
we
bit.
do the show? Like, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah, fine. You can do the show, but I'm sus of you. So okay, I'm here. I'm Ben Hand Up Me, and we got our new lovely co-host, Lily Tomlin. I think. What was it again?
Mitt Momney.
Mitt Momney.
Momney, yeah.
The first person in the world to have a fake made up sounding name, but it's real apparently. So that's cool.
It is a real name. And
That's like if you said your name was like Tyler Cousin Brother. I'd be like, that's not your real name.
That's my cousin.
No, that's my brother.
What's your
Are we related?
Cousin? I don't know. Well, you're from Kentucky, so I don't know.
You know what? I'm enjoying this. Thanks for doxing me because it's making it so we know enough about each other to get a rapport going.
That's right. And it's always good to have that when you go into a new work environment, because you never know who you might end up kissing that you work with.
Yeah, that's really prescient, honestly. I'm impressed.
Prussian? I'm not Prussian.
Oh, then why you look like you were in a hurry. What are you when you're in the bathroom?
I'm Tom Sawyer.
So speaking of mean pride, we are doing episode 67. So this is the first one with our new host, Mitt Momney.
Oh wow, 67?
You just walked right over me getting your name right. Yeah, would you want to call it episode 1? Would you feel more comfortable?
No. I don't want to do that. Plus, episode 1 is like a good tribute to my favorite Star Wars movie.
A New Hope?
No, The Phantom Menace.
Oh, I tried so hard to save you there. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was worried.
No, I don't need any saving unless you're Christian. Are you a Christian?
It depends on how much drugs I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So you're
currently
Presbyterian.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm a Pescatarian. Pescatarian.
That's how. I grew up in a pescatarian household too.
From the Church of Luke Kurt Cobain.
Oh, who is that?
He's a prophet who told us that fish have no feelings.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Tyler Cousin Brother said that.
Tyler Cousin Brother said that? Well, then that's definitely bullshit. That dude you can't trust him as far as you can throw him, and he weighs a bunch. So it's not trustworthy, basically.
Like a honey bunch?
Yeah, more or less. Like an oat. He weighs an oat too.
Oh, okay. Professor Oat.
That I don't know what that means, and I can't pretend to. So what we're doing this episode is if this is your first episode with the podcast, which like it is for Mitt, this is a weird one to start with for many reasons now. And we're 3 episodes into a 6-episode docuseries that we're reviewing by Kevin Perjurer at the DefunctTV channel called it's like the life and times of Jim Henson type shit. We're following this. Do you know who Jim Henson is? Do you know who Jim Henson is?
I think he was my brother's cousin.
Okay, yeah. So that probably isn't true. So Jim Henson, he was this guy born before TV was born. This is crazy. And he wanted to get on TV, so he started making puppets.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. He made puppets.
I was born in a TV.
You were born in a TV?
Yeah.
What state are you from?
Missouri.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's a lot of things are connecting in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So
it makes sense when you think about it, honestly.
You should probably pronounce it like a local would, though, like Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah, Missouri.
I have never heard anybody say that in my life.
Well, I've never been to Missouri, so I wouldn't know.
You should go. It's
Wait, is that where St. Louis is?
Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about.
I was in St. Louis before, so I think I lied to you just a minute ago.
Oh, yeah. I've never been to St. Louis, but I am from Missouri.
You've never been to this? Oh, well, never mind. I've never been to Frankfurt. I was gonna have something to say about that, but I've never been to.
I love hot dogs.
You love hot dogs? That's weird. I can't work with a host that isn't vegan.
Oh, is that what the last guy was?
Yeah, he also, I can't work with the host that says "oh" at the beginning of every sentence.
He doesn't like. What's the matter? He can't.
I don't
He
want to
can't
see your
eat
O
fish.
face.
Can't
He can't
eat fish.
He can't. He won't eat meat or fish unless it was prepared by somebody of like who's like dying in a factory. I think.
Oh,
I don't really fully understand his dietary choices. He called me a butt mouth.
a butt mouth.
Yeah, that's what he thinks meat eaters are.
Because you eat ass.
I mean, like this isn't appropriate. We're not kissing on the first day like you think we are.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I just heard Tyler say it a few
Tyler the
times.
Creator or Tyler brother cousins?
Tyler brother cousin.
It's Tyler cousin brother. I fucking caught you, motherfucker. Are you
No.
Tim? Is this Tim?
No. I was not sent by him either.
You're very lucky that I can't pull your mask off right now and reveal you to everyone.
Hey, mask off. Fuck it.
Tim, part of the conceit of this is that at some point you have to reveal that you're Tim, and I've gone at it like 80 different times.
Oh,
So what I learned from this is that we need to go back to our improv classes.
I'm trying to make a sound effect. I'm sorry. I can't.
What was your foliage attempt? What are you trying to
I
attempt?
don't know. What would be like
Oh, you have a zipper?
Here. I got it.
Okay, Mitt's going to the door.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh shit! That wasn't.
Is this him?
Tim, that wasn't you.
Hey, why is who's this fucking guy?
Who's this guy? You haven't called in 2 weeks. I haven't seen you. You come in here with this whole attitude like you're. Yeah, who's that guy? I thought it was you in a mask.
You thought it was me in a mask?
Yeah, haven't you ever seen Scooby Doo?
I don't even look like you. Yeah, you know what?
Mask, a mask.
You do.
He does kind of look like you.
Kind of like I don't slick back my hair like some kind of piece of shit.
Yeah, he looks like if you were more Dax Shepard-y than you currently are.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an insult or not.
I don't know which way you'd want to be on the spectrum, honestly. I think Tim is more Kristen Bell. He's more Zach or Dax Shepard.
Okay, well, this guy's got to leave, Ben. But I just got here and I need to get paid. Well, you know what? You're not getting anything except this bag of peanuts.
Hey, wait. Give him half of your paycheck.
What? No.
Yeah, just give him half.
Yeah, you should do that. Give me half. Give me half of the. Come on.
He's carrying this episode.
I don't think so, Ben.
Give him half a peanut.
I don't. Okay.
All right.
Here you go, Matt. Here's a peanut. Oh my
god. The following is
God.
censored on behalf of everybody allergic to peanuts in our country.
Oh
Who does not want to hear this scene.
Oh my god.
We did not feed somebody a peanut intentionally. Nobody was hurt or harmed during the making of this episode. Everyone will be okay.
I can't breathe. Okay, it's all right. I got an EpiPen. He's okay.
EpiPens now available everywhere. That's not true.
Thank
actually.
you.
Limited supply.
Thank you, EpiPen, for
sponsoring this episode, and Epic Mickey for sponsoring this episode.
Well, Ben, I'm back. Mitt. Luckily, the ambulance is here for Mitt. So
okay. So and I was gonna do a thing where I pretend not to forgive you, but for the sake of time moving forward quickly, I'm just gonna pretend that everything's forgiven. I'm sorry for making fun of your glasses or whatever happened in the last episode. I believe
it was Zach's. It was Zach's glasses. I think
Zach's glasses. Zach didn't wear glasses.
He always wears glasses. Ben.
He's perfect in every way, including vision.
Ben, can we talk about how I got to meet Zach for the first time?
Yeah, that's what happened like a couple weeks ago or last week. If you're listening to the podcast,
I got to give him a big old hug.
Did you give him a big old hug?
Yeah,
I haven't hugged him in a while because he's not one of those friends. Like I see him enough that it's like I don't know. Some friends, you hug them every time, and some you don't. And like
sometimes you feel like a nut.
I feel like he's like a friend that you hug on Christmas for me.
Well, it was close enough. Because
I think it's because we're both big guys,
You are. I didn't realize Zach was that big.
We make you look like a small boy.
I look like such a tiny little fucker.
Yeah, like if people only ever saw you with me and Zach and then saw you alone, they'd be like, wait a minute, you're not short and tiny. You're like a pretty substantial person.
It's hard to stand up to like mountains,
That's true. We are the giants of shoulders that you stand upon. Good shit.
But yeah, I got to meet Zach. I got to meet his baby and his wife and his mother-in-law and his son,
His baby
Oliver,
wife.
who apparently Issa and her mother spoke to Oliver for a while and enjoyed his company. So
Yeah, he was the entertainer for the evening. Well, I was running late because of something. Work. I had work that day.
yeah, and then you took a shower.
Well, I have to because where I work, like I get literally these chemicals get under my skin that make it hurt until I shower.
That's a good job. Those are the best jobs when you got
Yeah.
chemicals coming out of your butt.
Look, I make a big old $12 an hour, so I think I go home laughing, crying.
big old dozen.
A baker's
But
dozen.
yeah, that's what I got to do. And then also when I quit, I joined a band, Ben.
Oh, what band? Anyone
called-
good?
Shining Wizard.
Oh, so nobody good? You joined Shiny Lizard. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, Shining Wizard.
Blimey Gizzard.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Blimey Gizzard. So yeah, you
We're
joined that shitty wrestling band. I remember that.
Yeah, but it's British wrestling.
British wrestling.
Yeah.
Is that Blimey wrestling? That's the Sean Connery doing a bit.
I said British, not Scottish.
I think he's Shawnish, not Scottish.
He's his own yeah, he pretty much is his own.
What time does he wait? What time does he go play sports? Around 10ish.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
That was a tennis joke.
A 10 out of 10ish.
I can't believe I missed this.
Yeah, I can't believe there's so much you missed. Like what do I have going on today? I found out that I'm dependent upon boneless Coke. Luckily, my landlord went out and got me some because I was walking around the house moaning.
Because he had no Diet Coke.
Yeah, I was Coke sick. You remember
Coke
sick. It's like in Train Spotting. It's like when he's quitting heroin in Train Spotting, but instead of getting methadone pills, I have to go get like Diet Mountain Dew or something like similar. And I sit in my room with 2 buckets, one for shitting and one for puking.
Yeah, because you can't. I've been to your house now, Ben, and your bathroom's pretty close, so I don't know what you're doing.
It is pretty close. But
just go to the bathroom.
Did you like my bedroom? Was it impressive?
Ben's bedroom is pretty nice, folks.
Thank you. Ladies. That cursed me out.
Who?
Who? Oh yeah, I've seen our stats. There's other than my sister. So yeah, other than that, I would say how did Christmas go? Did you get anything? Did you clean up this year? Did you get any cool presents?
I got a big old Lego.
You got a big old Lego?
Mm-hmm.
How big? Like the piece itself?
We got like a big starship.
Oh shit.
Pretty big.
So is that like so no, I asked this year, not when you were 12. What'd you get this year?
I got Lego clothes.
You want to know the dichotomy of this? Is you got Lego shit. This year I got a Home Depot gift card and a Carhartt jacket. That's it. So I'm apparently 30 something and you're apparently 12.
Yeah. I got an action figure. I got one action
This is
figure.
amazing, the stuff that you got.
I got
underwear.
I got a Target gift card. So
I had Target gift card too.
Can buy more Legos.
Hey, can you buy my Target gift card off of me? I fucking hate Target. I'll sell you for $5 cheaper.
You're one of those classy people who
I'm a Walmart guy. I'm a Walmart girl. Where else would you go to cry? That's what I always say.
You can cry at Target.
You can cry anywhere if you believe in yourself.
You can cry at Target. They just might ask you politely to get out of the Starbucks line.
You're legally not allowed to cry at Disney World. They'll fly you out of there before they pronounce you crying.
Definitely.
But
Definitely.
Speaking of crying, you're going to be doing some of this in this episode when we talk about the most beautiful television show of all time, Fraggle Rock. Wait, no, that's next week. The Muppets.
Yeah. We're at the episode 3 of this defunct series.
Yeah.
And we have reached the Muppet Show.
Yeah, so this is all, about Jim Henson. He was the dreamer who dreamed up dinosaurs, but died before it was time to be made. Typical. And I don't know what that's typical of, but so this week we're learning all about we're going back to the 70s to when time was different than it is now, and the Muppets were Muppetier.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good enough segue into let's just start talking about the episode.
Yeah. So the last episode we did of this series was Jim meets the TV producer of his dreams.
Yeah.
And offers him to go to the UK to film.
He offers that guy? No, Lou offered it to Jim.
Yeah. That's
you made it sound like Jim just walked in and was like, "Hey, go to the UK."
No, I couldn't remember the guy's name.
Lou, it's like Lou Gray or Lou Grave or Luke Ehrig. Nobody knows.
Lou Gehrig.
People still to this day don't know that guy's name.
And his disease.
Yes, and his disease. I got a disease and I need more Muppets. But so what happens here is every episode of this starts out with a cold open, kind of like our podcast does. Thanks for stealing that bit from us, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he starts off this episode talking about this guy, Jerry Jewell, filling us in on this guy. He was Jim Henson's first employee from way back during Sam and Friends, which we talked about in the first episode. But after that show ended, Jerry Jewell followed the Hensons to New York. They let him follow him. It wasn't like a stalking situation, I don't think. But he was there. He was an integral part in building the team of puppeteers for him, and he was also Jim's go-to writer at that point. I think we watched. We didn't watch the Tinker D pilots because I don't think we know how to get those, right?
No.
Or the Great Santa Claus Switch. I think me and Jimmy here. No, what's your name? Tim. I already forget because of that Mitt guy from earlier.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, folks.
Not just him.
He's safe.
That O at the beginning of the sentence. It's very Mitt. I'll never forget him. He was so good in Grace and Frankie.
You'll never forgive him. I know.
I'll never forgive him. But
yeah, that's also true.
But even after moving to LA in 1969, Jewell continued working for Jim remotely. Which back then I think they had to use I don't know, Blackberries. How'd they work remotely?
I believe it was a pigeon, but it was a Muppet.
Oh, a Muppet pigeon. A Pidgeotto.
Yeah, a Pidgeotto.
Pokemon would be a great series to be done by Henson. Just saying.
That would be very interesting.
It'd be a nightmare, but I'd love every minute of it.
I feel like Jim would appreciate it for some reason. I don't know.
He would. I think Jim would have been a big Pokemon fan.
Definitely.
He would have been filming one of those Hillary Clinton commercials like, let's Pokemon go to the polls. But it's just, let's Pokemon go to the new Muppet film.
But it's him running for Congress. Yeah, that's right.
He would be the best president. Truly, we could trust that the first time, it'd be ironic because he would be the first president that wasn't a puppet we've had in years.
Hey!
Yeah, right.
Oh!
Yeah, right. Dude loved money. He would have been bought out so quick.
Wow. Ben, are you writing for George Carlin now?
Who the fuck is George Carlin? I only talk about alive people on this show. Wait, Jim Henson. Fuck.
Okay.
But speaking of George Carlin, what we do hear about is forget everything you just heard about this Jerry Jewell type. You heard maybe that he worked for the Muppets Valentine Show and it was a hit. He didn't write for Sex and Violence and it was a shit because it lacked his here's the thing. Just like me, Ben Hand Up Me, Jerry was always praised for his grip on character and structure. Two things that Sex and Violence special lacked. But anyway, Jim had to call him up in 1975 to break the bad news and the good news. Good news being hey man, Muppet Show, it's greenlit, bitch. Let's do this. Let's fucking go. Bad news. Sorry, baby, you got to go with me, even though you're not going to be the main writer anymore. I'll tell you about him. He worked with Carlin. He's a dream. So this is how Jim talked, in my opinion.
Yeah, he talked just like that, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, pitch, baby. He's like, pitch, babe. He's like Earl in that episode of TV Network Genius. But, so here's the thing. Jewel's like, oh, shit, brother. I got to move to New York again. I've got a lot of bad memories I left behind there. A lot of people that want me dead. And Jim's like, haha, wrong, bitch. We're going across the dang old pond, isn't it? And then boom.
God. You just had to add that in there, didn't you?
Watcher, Harry. So yeah. So this week, Sinclairity and Jim Henson are going to New Old England.
New Old England. Is
Old
that
England.
Maine?
Look, I gotta say, they have a lot in common. Both sound hilarious accent wise. Like if you talk to anyone from Maine, it's great. It's the best.
I would take any British person over someone from New England because that is just irritating as fuck.
That's wild that you would. That's America, buddy. It's America.
That is not an American accent. I don't know what the Boston accent is, but it should be illegal.
I love the Boston accent because I don't know if somebody's talking about the tool you need to start a car or a type of pants. And they're like, go get Jackie's khakis.
I got khakis on right now, buddy.
And I'm not afraid to use them.
I got you, Sam Adams, right here.
Thank you, Sam Adams. So I like after the cold open, I like the theme song for this docuseries. I like the whole hello there, my name is Jim Henson, and I'm a puppeteer. I'm called a puppeteer because I work with puppets. Exactly. I was like, if we had ones, we could do like, hello there, my name is Ben Idle, and I'm a waste of space. I'm called a waste of space because I occupy space that would be better filled by anything else. Can you do the one I wrote for you, Tim?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll be like, hello there. My name is Tim. I'm not saying my last name. And I'm a drummer. I'm called a drummer because everyone has to do it.
Because someone has to do
it. Everyone can do it. Let's be honest.
I will say I tried the drums once in 6th grade. It was too hard, so I stopped.
Sure. I'm sure.
What I learned is I don't know none of my legs and arms talk to each other or my brain at all. So they don't know what's up.
Oh, did they used to date?
Yeah, it went sour really fast. I dated each of my limbs.
Oh yeah, who is the best in bed?
None of them. My whole body sucks in bed. I'm so sore every day I wake up.
So they suck?
Inappropriate. So and also I would say worth noting about this intro is it doesn't not just mention Kevin Percher as the creator, but also Daniel Becker and Kristen Beal. Sorry for not mentioning you two ever. And sorry that we're probably never going to mention you again, but keep it up, Daniel and Kristen. Keep on doing that Daniel and Kristen stuff that we love.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing a splendiferous job. Splendiferous.
Mm-hmm.
A word I didn't make up.
That Ben made up a word. That's how good it is. That's how good of a job.
Yeah. Look, I promise anyone, if you tell me how good of a job you do, and I agree that's a good job, I'll make you up a word. I'm good for that.
I think that's what you do for work, Ben.
You think I'm a wordsmith?
Well, you just make up words.
I just saw Mitt come in the room, flip me off, and walk back out.
Yeah, he had to let me know that he's gonna be okay.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna ask if he was okay.
I'm glad that he went and told us so that we can, not make anyone upset who is allergic to peanuts.
It's not a laughing matter.
Nothing is on this show. So
no, not at all.
So forget everything you learned about that hack Jerry Jewell, because now we're in big dog zone and we're gonna learn about
Jules.
Yeah, we don't smoke Jules, we smoke Burns. Jack Burns, that is. Motherfucker was a member of the Second City Improv Troupe and still was all right. He wasn't that shitty. He managed to be funny and talented despite the improv. He worked as a duo with George Carlin. He had a separate duo with some dude named Avery Schreiber. Presumably, George and Avery couldn't get along, or they'd just have a trio going at that point. But
Menage a trio.
Exactly, my favorite rapper. And then so it says Jack was a comedic actor, but he is also a comedic writer, and he wrote for like shows like Hee Haw and that show that the narrator from Arrested Development used to be a kid on, the Peter Griffin Show. That's it. And
that's what it's called, the Peter Griffin Show.
Yeah, I think so. And Jack would also be the head writer of this new little show, The Muppets. And Jerry would just be like his little brother guy. And then their dad was Lou Gray or whatever the fuck.
And they were all big happy family.
They were a big happy family until one thing happened. They had to nail down the format of this show. That's what happened.
Yeah, and they wanted to stick with the variety show one with the music numbers and stuff.
It's because it's like they're a one-trick pony in some ways. Like I saw somebody commented on this video on YouTube and said it's pretty like makes a lot of sense that it was so much of a struggle for Jim to get the Muppets like landed as like a film, as like a TV show, because that ends up being the plot of so many Muppets things about like getting the band back together and getting a gig, selling the idea to someone. I think that's one of my favorite ideas, like things to play into creatively. I think it's fun to write shows about shows or books about books, cars about cars if you're Exhibit.
Yeah. Oh, you were making a Pimp My Ride joke.
No. I was just talking about Exhibit because I miss him.
You miss him? Where did he go?
I don't know. I haven't heard him on the radio in years.
He's around.
I hope so.
He's eating some steaks, lifting some weights.
Is that like a lyric of his, or is that just you?
Yeah, I forgot that's not an inside joke between us, so that makes no sense to you.
Yeah, who do you have? Is it Mitt? Are you?
I have no idea. I have no idea who he is.
Okay, I'm just checking because I've been suspicious for a while that you might have a friend who looks kind of like you that you hang out with more than me. I was at your house and I saw him every now and then, usually around the mirror. So I was just a little suspicious.
Oh, well, usually we cover the mirrors in this house.
Is that like a band that you like to play songs by? The Mirrors?
The Mirrors.
Is that a pop punk band?
No, they don't look in mirrors because
they don't reflect.
They wouldn't like what they see. Yeah, wow, that was a better joke.
Sorry. that was I liked yours more. So I like that we liked each other's more. That's how this is supposed to work.
Yours was more clever.
Yours was just more devastating. But here's the thing is like, okay, so Valentine's show was like, they're putting on some kind of theater act or a pageant or some shit. I don't remember. But this one for the Muppets, they're doing vaudeville, which is this thing where people talk like this.
Is that what Zach always tries to do on his podcast?
Yeah, doing a vaudeville thing. It's like I'm Zach George.
When we used to see the pictures.
Yeah. Oh, you see the moving pictures. The train came out the screen and I left that theater quick.
I was terrified.
It was the scariest thing I've ever seen, except for my mother-in-law.
By golly, Molly, I was terrified.
I'm glad that one of us is selling this accent really well.
It's but still better than the Boston accent.
Jackie's khakis. So, what?
I just realized you were saying car keys. That's so stupid that accent is.
There's no way you know. I could be talking about khakis. I could be talking about car keys.
I hate it. I hate you, Matt Damon.
I hate you. Fuck you, Matt Damon. And your piece of shit brother, Mark Wahlberg.
And your no good step brother,
Leo.
I was gonna say.
I thought you were talking about the three that look the same.
No. Well, Leonardo's not from there.
How do you know? He looks exactly the same.
But he's not from Boston.
Is Ben Affleck from Boston?
Yes, of course he is.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just heard a line from him in my head from a movie. I was like, yep.
Yeah. I can solve the math equation. Oh, wait. No.
No, here's my Ben Affleck impression. Geely.
Man, you just wrote the punchline for every joke on VH1 from 2003.
No, here we go. The R word, Geely, fag. Now I wrote every joke. Hard to rewatch.
Flavor Flav. That's right.
So here's the thing, though. It was a hard sell to get people to do the show because they need celebrity guests because it kind of like gave the Muppets something to like play off of. It grounded the show, but they'd have to tell the celebrities, all right, come to England, already bad, for a week. And then we're not going to pay you very much. And your co-hosts will all be little fucking puppets.
Yeah. And if they're anything like the fucking snobby ass SNL cast, they probably can't stand it.
Yeah, like Jim Belushi's dumb brother John, who was to call them mucking puppets.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Well, actually, that's wrong because Lorne Michaels actually liked the Muppets.
Yeah, I was going to say Lorne Michaels is a very conflicting character in my brain, at least. He's Dr. Evil, but at the same time, he produces so many things I love.
Yeah, like Night at the Roxbury.
Did he produce like he produced that what is there's something I didn't know he produced until very recently. Oh wait, Kids in the Hall. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, even Canadians can be funny sometimes.
He is a Canadian, isn't he?
I don't know, is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Lorne Michaels is a Canadian, adding way more layers to this weirdo.
Yeah, that is one smelly onion.
That's one smelly onion, as we say in the industry.
Allegedly, I don't know if he smells or not.
Oh, here's the thing I really forgot. He produced Detroiters, even though it was Comedy Central show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like he's like, I believe in you, Tim Robinson, just not enough to keep you on SNL for more than a season.
I'm gonna have to kick you off of this show, but go and do your weird shit over here on another channel.
Yeah, like he's like, I know this works, it does not work for my program over here at the 30 Rock building. That is interesting for sure. But yeah, enough about Lorne Michaels. We're talking about some other old guy. So basically what they had to do is they had to get these. I think they got two, like an actress named Connie Stevens and a dancer named Julia Prowse. Never heard of them. Wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't watch these episodes. But these women were the first two guests they had for the first two episodes of the Muppies. The Muppies.
Yeah, but honestly, if you go back and watch it, like,
I won't.
There's a lot of actors and stuff like that you will have no idea who the fuck they are. Like, because
does he ever get like Frankie Muniz?
It was like the late 70s.
So like Lauren Conrad.
Wow, you call him Lauren Conrad old?
I'm just trying to think of people that like celebrities that are before my time.
You never watched
Gomez?
You didn't watch that show?
I'm Gen Z now. I've decided.
Oh, you just decided when you were born?
Well, I started a band called Gen Z Top.
That's a ZZ Top reference. Okay.
Who, old man? I've never heard of that.
Oh, I don't know. Some like ancient music. I think they played like
Flock Seagulls covers.
Yeah, they played for the king in the court, like the king's court.
Oh, like a jester type of thing.
Yeah.
So I would say that the first two episodes would need to be filmed, edited, and shopped around to any U.S. stations that would be willing to purchase the syndication rights to air the show. And it was this convoluted and backwards way of doing it. It was a huge risk. But Gray, he believed in that fucker Jim and the Muppets. And he was giving them a big opportunity. And, what Jim had his Frank Oz. He had his Richard Hunt. He had his guys, his big old puppet guys. He had his beard old wife, Jane, who was busy. She had been busy with raising her brood of children. We got Lisa, we got Brian, we got Cheryl, we got John, we got Heather, we got Tim, we got Ben. And
that's us.
Legally, we're part of the family now because of that. Because I said that on air.
Okay, we're rich now.
No, I mean, like, they're not that rich. Come on, let's be real.
We live next to Laura Stevenson.
That's true, and she's like buck wild rich. Her granddaddy wrote "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." She's got money.
Oh yeah.
But my grandfather, he just couldn't even afford to go to a ball game. So that's the difference there. Generational wealth. Ha! I call it as I see it. So Jim and Jane's relationship was straining, though, probably because of Oz. And it's also I like to mention it's none of our business, Kevin. Okay, chill out. Like focus on the work.
It's important to the story, man.
No, he gets out of line in this episode a couple times. I'll point it out again. But she was essential for Muppets shit. She was like brilliant, talented puppeteer, but also really good recruiter for good raw talent. She could see it with her third eye. So,
yeah, but the one thing though, when they talk about after they filmed the two pilots or whatever, is that no one wanted this show.
Yeah, it was like they were decent shows, but like they were just like not good enough, It was just like it's like our podcast, like it's almost there. It's like it's good enough for like some people, but real intellectual types can't do it.
Oh no, I don't think a single intellectual listens to this.
Sometimes I get annoyed by the way Zoom cuts out audio when it clips, but I love that it cut out your fucking singing just now. All I heard was like one word, but I knew what you were doing, Bon Jovi.
I don't even know her.
Bon Jovi. I don't even know her. But his wife is also good to have there because she was like the only person he'd take criticism from, other than his boyfriend Frank, which is us going out of line. Honestly, we're also crossing the line there. But
That's right.
It's none of our business. None of our business. But I want it to be. So we got Perjurer goes on to talk about all the frogs, the dogs, the bears, the chickens, the whatevers that would end up being a part of the new show's cast. And so we got the return to the Swedish Chef, this time performed by Henson, Hands by Oz, which is always a funny dynamic. They got that from Whose Lines It Anyway?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure Drew Carey was there on the writing sessions.
Oh, Drew carried this show.
They took his ideas.
Yeah. So we got Mildred. She was kind of like a puppet slut, they said. Like everyone just used her for different scenes.
Yeah.
Oz did George the janitor, which was kind of useless. Yeah, I don't know what that means to him. I'm 12. So Sam Eagle returns as the show's morality, the uptight censor and fine art curator.
He's like the best character.
Yeah, he's like the Tim McGowan of the. I don't know who that is. He's like the Tim Momney of the show.
McKay.
It's like the Ian McKay of the show. And then we got the full band, the Electric Mayhem. They're the house band now. That's like the best house band since like the Chris Gethard show.
Yeah, or the Roots.
Oh, you're into the Roots, I guess. Okay. Yeah. I see. You went the high ground, the artsy ground. I was trying to be punk.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You know what? I see that economy we created the show. I'm the punk guy. I'm like the rebel, like the cool dude, like the fuck you parents, homework's lame. And you're like, no, Benjamin, we gotta respect our elders and listen to jazz. We
gotta do our homework.
We gotta love each other and stuff, and we gotta quit peeing on the floor. And like, I'm like, fuck you, Dad. I'm peeing all over this floor.
Yeah, but leave the piss drawer alone.
Yeah, don't. If you find the piss drawer, I'm done. Not done peeing in the drawer. You'll kill me.
Oh no, I won't kill you.
You know what?
Just take away your piss drawer privileges.
Oh, what privileges come along with having a piss drawer? Like smells, free smells are free, just like Jimmy John's.
You don't have to get up and go to the bathroom. Like who likes doing that?
That's true, man. Bring the piss drawer back. They should. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Target and see if they have any since I have that gift card.
Hashtag
bring the piss drawer back. So, of course, I'm going to Twitter to do that right now while we're discussing this. Yeah. You talk about the next part. You talk about what other performers were coming back to the show.
Well, we got Crazy Harry, who is the pyrotechnics guy, who we already saw. We got Statler and Waldorf, who are awesome. And Sweetums, we got the little frogs. Even got the weird hippie puppet for the Menomina skit, which was hilarious because I didn't know that song was originally written for an Italian sex film or is it a documentary?
I think film. Here's the thing though, is like I didn't even realize that was said until I was reading the comments on the video where somebody's like spits out coffee. An Italian sex film?
It goes in my butt. That's how
right? Spaghetti. You had to make it Italian. Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, the spaghetti goes in his butt.
My poor meatball.
Smash my meatballs.
So we also get Richard Hunt and Jim Henson as the critics Statler and Waldorf. Dick Hunt. That's me on Friday night. Am I right? Going on Dick Hunt. So we also get we get the ogre Sweetums. We get the little frogs and shit from the Muppet Land series.
I said that.
Oh, well, I was busy tweeting in 2022 bring back the piss drawer. My bad. So also Henson would perform this newsman who would run on stage to present breaking news, and Goals performed Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, who would give demonstrations of the new technology developed by Muppet Labs, Aperture Science.
Yeah, and then we would also get the like full introduction of Miss Piggy.
Kind of. This was half Oz, half Hunt for a while.
Yeah.
So it was front. That's what they called him. Frick Oz.
Yeah. A drug front.
Yes, exactly. So Goals was a dutiful employee of the Muppet Workshop and was more or less forced to perform as a Muppet because like Henson could see within him like potential, and he himself was like, "I ain't shit, brother. Like, don't make me do this. Don't make me be the fucking guy."
Don't like get in the costume.
Like, no, you're gonna be fucking Gonzo the Great because you're great. Poking him in the chest while telling him this, and his appearance was chosen at random. Pretty much, he just pulled out like a cigar box full of Frackles, and he's like, "Here you go, fucker. Wear this guy."
Yeah,
this is Gonzo.
Let's make something out of this guy.
Yeah. So
let's get down to business
to create Gonzo. So on one hand, Gonzo was a daredevil that believed his performances were a matter of high art, and he'd be mad. Yeah, exactly. And he'd be mad at the audience, just like us, when they rejected his attempts to eat the rubber tire, like last week when we tried to eat a rubber tire.
What? You're wrong. You're all wrong.
Are you not entertained? So on the other hand, he was sad, pathetic character with a baby voice, just like our show. And
I don't want to do the podcast today.
I want to go to a thrift store and buy a picture frame and put a picture of myself in it. That's me. Sorry.
I ate some food that was just okay.
Oh my god! But the dick joke.
Mr. Publix man.
So that's gonna be our best of clips that we put on YouTube for our show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sums it up.
10 seconds of it.
Yeah. If we make 10 seconds of best of material, we're outdoing ourselves. Come on.
That's like a GIF.
A gift, you mean? So
yeah.
Basically, Oz's Goals needed to work on that character, but so did Oz with his character Fozzie, which he was at the time working a very gruff voice on him. And he had a mechanism that allowed him to frown.
It looked so, like, it sounded so weird listening to that version of Fozzie.
I gotta admit, when I was watching this and it started that, I was like, damn, I forgot Fozzie sounded like that. And then, like, later it reveals that he changed the voice when they were reworking it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I do like it that weird. When they get to that point, they go back and add a little bit to the episode where Fozzie comes up to Hermit and is like, does this sound like John Wayne? And does the gruff voice. And then that becomes why he sounds like it for the episode.
It sounded like you said Hermit.
Oh yeah, that was during his very reflective period where he had home a lot.
Oh yeah, well he was in the swamp probably.
Yeah, he was down in the dumps.
Mm-hmm.
But so Fozzie, he had this dynamic where he was the victim of Statler and Waldorf, and he definitely needed to like hone in on that. And like, you know, Frank was the best performer Jim had pretty much, and like even though he was like sarcastic about it and kind of shrugged it off, is what was his quote? He would say before they were about to perform, he'd be like, "You guys ready to wiggle some dolls?" And then Henson would be like, "Frank, you're supposed to just say that in the bedroom."
Excuse me.
Yes, and then I would say a very important moment though with Frank that we learned about in this too, as well as like, you know, he does work on Fozzie a bit in the future. He tunes up the voice, gets it a higher pitch, so he sounds a bit more likable. They changed the frowning mechanism to the ears wiggling, which is hot. I mean, whatever. I didn't say hot, but yeah, whatever. You never know. So I would say that he also eventually would become the full-time Miss Piggy, and a big moment in that career of Miss Piggy herself is when she's supposed to slap Kermit. Instead, she shouts "Hi-ya!" and karate chops him, making the biggest moment in like fucking television history.
That's your favorite thing ever.
My favorite thing ever. If she didn't know karate, I wouldn't care about her.
That's like the only thing you associate with Miss Piggy.
Karate and upstaging. That's all that matters. That's my life, buddy. That's my life.
It's my life. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please stop with the Bon Jovi?
But it's so good.
So what the thing is, they had all these new characters. They also had like a role for Nigel, the old host of that one Sex and Violence. They were like, hey, you're busy, you can't be the host now, you're going to be the orchestra guy. And then they were like, so who should host this show? and they're like panning around the room, like who should host this show? And then like there's this little frog in the corner, but you can only see like a little shadow outline of him, and he goes like, "Maybe me." Was that good?
Me.
No.
Yeah.
Me. Kermit the Frog here. I can make a good host for your show.
Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't want to use Rolf because they felt like he was too culturally irrelevant by this point, which is pretty funny to think about.
That's funny to think about.
I feel like he still is, honestly.
They went with Kermit because his only demands were I want the pig. So he got what he wanted, and he became the host of the show. He no longer came off as kind of rude or kind of grumpy as he used to, because he was given this role to glue the show together. Now you sympathize with him. You felt for the guy. He was the one who wanted everything to go well.
Yeah, I always forget that you would just like yell at Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, every be like, I like cookies. He's like, get out of here, you fat fuck.
You should get some help.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. That's not a good diet. This is a kid's show.
Stop. Get some help.
Yeah. Shorty, I don't die when you eat those cookies. So, joking aside, all jokes aside, the first pilot sucked butt. So the comedy was too British, which is funny.
Oh, yo, that's the worst, honestly. So I don't blame him.
Too British, and then the intro was too long. Like it was like 80 minutes long, and it included like all these like previews of the episode to come.
The verse was like 4 bars way too long. Like he just kept explaining everything.
Yeah, it was essentially it was like Immortal Technique, like the Dance of the Devil song, and it was like 9 minutes and nobody wanted it. So Jim was a little bit upset about because he hates criticism that isn't from his baby Frank or his baby Jane. So but he kind of looks like, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Who cares? I still got hella fucking money, dude. I got like hella fucking money. So he was hard at work, like running around, making the show work. Fucking Oz started wiggling the ears. Fucking Goals became more entertaining as the Gonzo. He kind of found the character as they went on. They added Scooter.
Yeah, which I thought was funny because the person who played
Richard
Scooter was just Scooter. Like when that little video they did with him and the puppet is like, oh my god.
He talks about like this. He's like when he first started the show when he was younger. He's like, this is just my younger voice. Yeah, I'd walk up like, hey Henson, blah 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 blah. So that was his dynamic with Jim. Was like Scooter's dynamic with Kermit, where he wanted to talk to him a lot and be around him and learn from him.
He would always, Jim would jokingly act annoyed all the time.
Yeah,
around him.
And two very important bits from these early episodes was we got the one of Kermit being dragged into Fozzie's bit and blowing the timing over a miscommunication. That was like world renowned. And we had Robin Frog singing that A.A. Milne song halfway down the stairs. It made the UK charts, the single charts.
Have you heard the Amy Lee version?
I haven't heard any version of it.
Oh, it's pretty sad song actually.
Is Amy Lee like the person from Seether or whatever?
No, she's from Evanescence, but
yeah,
she
same
was
band.
On that Seether song, yes, because she dated the guy from Seether.
Oh, okay. So that's sexist of you. Anyway, you assume people date. So to get guests to
people date.
So this funny to get guests to agree to the show. They kind of pulled Ben and Tim. They had to make them really enjoy themselves, like have a lot of fun because they weren't offering them much at all, if anything. And we had to kind of rely on everybody talking about how they had a good time in order to get more guests.
It was just fish and chips. That's all they offered them. And some people were like, I don't even like fish.
Yeah, well, then we gave him 311 and chips. And everybody likes chips. That's the important part.
Oh, yeah, 311.
Yeah. So Jim had this great reputation for being amazing creator, being fun to work with. So that really helped. And their efforts paid off. And then Kevin starts talking about how wealthy Jim was for a minute. Like, he's like, dude had stacks of bricks. He was fucking not modest. He took a Rolls Royce to his college graduation. He pissed on them haters. And like, it goes on about that for like a minute. It's like he spent his money on lavish dinners with his buddies on vacations. He bought apartments for his crew. And then it's just like, it has nothing to do with the next part of the episode. I don't know why that came up. Like, I think he like copy pasted that to the wrong part of his story. Like, I don't know.
Maybe he just thought that Jim was just a nice person.
But he just wanted to talk about it. Wasn't about being nice. It was about being unmodest.
Well, I mean, not everyone's a mouse.
I don't even look. I don't listen to bands where the singer sounds like he's being chased with a water hose. I just can't do it. So
I've never heard anyone describe it like that.
But it's such a good description, and you know it.
It's like Kafka the other day.
So the episode started airing in the UK and the US, and they were warmly received, but not lauded as brilliant yet. Henson and the team added some bits. Like I said, they made the pilots make more sense of the little John Wayne stuff. Some brilliant shit right there. I think that's the funniest thing they've ever done. And then after finishing season 1, Henson returned to New York to collaborate with songwriter Paul Williams, who was a guest star for episode 8 of The Muppet Show. And they made this thing called Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I've never heard of this.
I know about it, but I've never seen it, but it looks right up my alley.
I was looking for a VHS copy. I don't know if I'll find one. If not, I'll get the DVD and you can watch it next Christmas when you visit me.
Next Christmas.
We'll watch The Muppet Show. The very next day, we'll find out Tim's gay. Next year. But anyway, so after finishing season 1, he did the Otter's Jug Band Christmas. He also, like, it was the catchiest shit involving, like, the music was the catchiest shit the Muppets had done yet. I would you call it Muppets anymore? Like, they were like different guys.
No, they're Muppets.
I guess they're still Muppets. Muppets just means mouth noise puppet or something.
Yeah.
If our show is to be believed.
And we're very believable.
But like our show, it was a sleeper hit where people would enjoy it much later. And they were starting to blow up in the UK around this time, and more so than in the US. Like, they were okay in the US, but in the UK, people were fucking loving the Muppets. They were like, this British humor is great. But then they dropped Byrne off the show because Henson wanted Jerry Jewell. So forget what I said about the big dogs. Apparently, Jerry Jewell is the big dog.
Well, I think he just couldn't work with Byrne anymore. Like, they just didn't work together
ever again until right after that he reaches out for him to write the script to the fucking Muppet movie. It's literally like so quick. He's like, they weren't working together very well. Okay, I need you back, buddy. So
well, maybe he paid for his apartment.
Yeah, maybe. But so Henson reached out to Lou Gray and Burns and was like, I need $8 million, Lou, to make this fucking movie. Burns, I need you to write it, begrudgingly, of course. And by season 3, Muppets became literally the most popular TV show on Earth, and the movie was ready to go.
And it like, we'll get there, I guess, but they only did 100 episodes?
120.
Right?
120.
Wow.
5 seasons.
Just enough to get into syndication.
They did 20 over. That's nice of them. They could have just been like, season 5, 4 episodes. Let's do it. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, is get syndication. That's why we're doing all these good episodes.
Yeah, we're trying to get podcasts. Yeah.
We're trying to get, we want them to play us on the Joe Rogan network.
The podcast syndication market is just, it's out of control.
It's wet and wild right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's in Orlando.
But here's where we get back into my territory. I've never seen the Muppet Show. I've seen the Muppets film. I've cried to the Muppets film twice, at least, this year. I would say this film was the best achievement in filmmaking history up to that point.
Honestly, like, some of the stuff they did in that was wild. Like, they talk about Jim performing Rainbow Connection, but like he was like underwater, like submerged underwater.
They had to build a swamp in a tank on the studio lot.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, and they had all the scenes with Muppets driving cars. They had like the wide shot of Kermit riding a bike. Like, this isn't like in 2022 where like an 8-year-old can get on a computer and CGI up a scene with a frog doing anything he wants. This is back in the 70s where like you couldn't do shit.
Oh, you could do Star Wars, but even then, some of that stuff didn't look that good.
No, it looks so much better when they added the computer graphics later.
I know. I love you, Jar Jar Binks.
Hey, I thought that was Mitt. But
can you tell the difference?
So this movie is an example of this is like instead of like this is the first time you're gonna see the Muppets all meeting each other outside of the theater. They're all in the meat zone now, the meat space.
Yeah, it's an origin story movie.
Yeah,
which most
like
of the time
Wolverine.
are not good. But
No, this is the only good origin story. So
yeah, I'm looking
this
at
is-
you, Sopranos movie.
Yeah, fucker. Yeah, Gabagool.
You can gobble on these ghouls.
Oh my god, I love it. So we got like okay, so this movie it was chock full of celebrity cameos. It was chock full of Muppet fucking mayhem. It had emotion. It had everything. Even they got the Rosebud guy to play a Hollywood exec. And a very not so like it was a very not subtle reference to Lou Gray. Like the Muppets stumble in like towards the final end of the movie, they stumble into his office and like he takes one look at these weirdos and the frog and he's just like, Tracy, prepare the standard rich and famous contract for Kermit the Frog and his company.
That's a good Orson Welles.
And here's my Orson Welles. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Tracy, Ben's never heard Orson Welles speak.
I'm Orson Welles. I don't know how he speaks.
I'm Orson Welles. My name, not to be confused with the guy who wrote War of the Worlds or the guy who wrote 1984. But Ben gets them all three mixed up.
They're all related.
I mean, like, yeah, come on. Everyone back then was related because of cousin fucking.
Yeah, cousin brother.
Cousin brother walking down the street. Cousin brother. We're touching meat.
But also the ending scene though is really cool, where they
combination
have
of all their effort.
250 different characters.
Jesus Christ, that's
in
like
one scene, like
insane.
Including Big Bird. Big Bird's in there.
Oh yeah, really interesting.
Yeah,
terrifying.
Yeah, when it zooms out, you see Big Bird.
And then they had to get all the puppeteers in America and their friends and family to do this and get 250. That's probably everybody who's ever touched a puppet.
Just about. I'm sure we were probably in it. We didn't even know that.
No, the first time I worked with them was when I was inside the Baby Sinclair costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just to clarify, and also that saves us from having to talk about like Kevin Clash and on the show ever again because I could just be like, nope, it was me. But we also get like this revised reprise for the song Rainbow Connection where they all sing together. Life's a movie, write your own ending, keep believing, keep pretending. We've done just what we set out to do, thanks to the lovers, the dreamers, and you. Crank that soldier boy.
Down.
You. Yeah. So the mashup that we need is Rainbow Connection with Crank That Soldier Boy.
The very end of the Muppets, that shot, and then it's a Soldier Boy.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna celebrate New Year's Eve tonight. Nope, I'm gonna be making that.
Yeah, like with like an 8-year-old with a computer.
I'm like an 8-year-old with a computer in many ways, Tim, and you know
I'm an 8-year-old with a computer.
I'm an 8-year-old with a computer. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna watch Wonder Shows in.
Stop all the downloading.
Me and Tim watched Wonder Shows in while he was over, so we're both canceled.
And I laughed the most, so
you were laughing a lot. Canceled. You were laughing and it's an uncomfortable amount. I was like, Tim, this is kind of like you're like, you put your hand in my mouth. Shut up! I'm laughing here. The funniest thing ever.
I couldn't stop. I was so full of that delicious sandwich that you got for us.
Oh yeah, I did get you some Northside Yacht Club.
Yeah, shout out to the Dopamines guy.
Hell yeah,
he makes it, right?
No, he doesn't do shit. I'd say shout out to my friend Allie who works there, who was the one who was at the counter when I got there.
Okay. But actually, I think Olivia bought our food, didn't she?
Me and Olivia paid for half and half.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Olivia.
I was hoping, but I had to Venmo her later, so yeah.
I gotta get Olivia's Switch ID.
Switch ID.
Yeah, so we can play Pokemon.
Oh, I thought like you don't play Pokemon Go?
No, I don't like Pokemon Go.
People are obsessed with that in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's what like my girlfriend plays. It's what like it's like my friend who's her roommate plays. Olivia plays. Everyone plays Pokemon Go.
Like people still play it.
No, a lot of people play it. It's like really big right now.
But I mean, I liked it when it first.
Tim, you're the only one who doesn't play it.
I liked it when it first came out.
Yeah, well, we're real Pokemon fans over here. I don't play it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either because
I don't get it. If I'm walking outside, I'd rather just be walking outside. I don't know. Hey, listen to you, Snowflake. If I'm walking outside,
I'm walking here.
What is it, Bonbon lunches?
Pokemon, go away from me.
Yeah. Pokemon, I'm a Pokemon. But on that note, I did steal Olivia's Slowpoke hat, and I've been wearing it all weekend, and it's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So shout out to Slowpoke. The best Pokemon song ever is the Slowpoke song. Shout out. Have you listened to it? It's reggae. It's like Slowpoke in a reggae song. Oh yeah, Pokemon. It's amazing. It's the best thing that's ever happened to the world.
Damn, I love ska.
It's like super, yeah, exactly. Ska's like reggae's gay little brother. Reggae gay.
As officially the year of 2021. Yes.
2022.
This is true. We're not there yet, Ben. We still got about.
When this episode comes out, do you not understand how podcasts work?
No.
So if everybody listening to this 1 week ago, it turned to the next year. So you're in the future. We're in the past. We have questions. What do you want to ask them?
Future. That's pretty badass.
What's the environment like?
It's pretty shitty.
No, Tim, you're not there. You can't answer these questions.
Why are we talking about the future when we need to finish our present?
Because we're done with the present. We just talked about that whole movie. What else can we talk about?
Well, we gotta talk about the end of the Muppet Show.
What, they do like an episode with the Star Wars guys where they like sing "Wish Upon a Star" together, foreshadowing for when the fucking Disney owns the world.
Yeah, because they were on Pigs in Space, which is the best.
And then the Muppet Show ran for 5 seasons, 120 episodes, ending with it was bittersweet ending because they were all stopping creating like the best show ever made, and like they were like, this is scary, but Henson was like, it's not scary, it's gonna be good because I've got ideas because I'm the man with the plan.
It's gonna be great because we're great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great because we're great. Fuck you know what? Fuck you, Frank. We're great. So what happens here is Jim's like, he's learned so much from this several years doing this show. He's more creative than ever. He's not worried about being pigeonholed anymore. He's ready to do some kids media, but he doesn't want to teach about letters and shit. Sesame Street's got it covered. He's already got his filthy hands in that, getting all that money. He wants some other type of children's property that teaches about love and life. And I guess like about working and not working. And he wants to make the Fraggles. He wants to do the Fraggles.
Yeah.
A show I've never seen.
The Frackles.
Yeah, he just changed his Frackles to Fraggles. And nobody noticed. He pulled the wool over our eyes.
Oh, that's a good show, Ben. You should watch it.
I have a VHS of it. I don't know which episodes.
There's just one song where this trash heap sings, and it's great. It's a great song. When I was a little bit of trash heap. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I have I have the DVD. I have the whole series on DVD. Should I watch it?
Yeah, you should.
What if is it scary?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'll watch it.
Plus, it's got Sprocket the dog.
From Jetsons.
Yeah, the robot maid who has sex with George Jetson.
Is that canon? Did they fuck?
I mean, it might as well be, right?
I'm gonna have to refer to the guide on this one, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's gonna be Fraggles from here on. So the next episode, we're gonna be discussing some Fraggles. Are you ready for Fraggles, Tim?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock.
I'm ready to learn what the hell they are. Fraggle. Oh, I get it. I know the song. I can do the whole song. Dance carries away. Music's for another day. Let the Fraggles play. Down in Fraggle Rock.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do the clap.
What? I don't know that part.
Wait, have you all actually not?
I only have one hand. I only have one hand. I can't clap.
Oh, what are you doing with your other hand?
Smoking a cigarette, giving a high five. What else does she do in that song?
Hailing a taxi cab
Jerking off Dave Coulier
in a movie theater.
and a theater. You mean theater?
Very how Canadian.
Yeah, how Canadian. Okay, so speaking of Canadians, I'd like to thank Scotch Network, Jer, for our theme song. Not a Canadian, I just think about Canadians sometimes. I would like to thank Amy Shenanigans for our logo, and also my friend Stevie Idol / Stacy Zeppernick for our t-shirt design. I got more t-shirts. If you want a t-shirt, yeah, I got them. I gave my family who wanted some. I gave them all some.
You gave them all the shirts. I should have brought mine for Christmas and just given them out.
I just paid for them and then started giving them out. What's funny is when I was paying for them, I found out the guy I got them from lives like 2 minutes from my house. So I was like, I'll text you when I'm close, and I pull up my phone to text him. I'm like, I'm here. I'm like, oh shit. And then also I gave him a tip in person that he tried to turn down. He's a nice guy. His name's Mark. He was like, no, I don't need that. I'm like, hey, it's like fucking Christmas or whatever, bro. Take the tip. And then
fucking Christmas.
And then he had to text me an hour later. He's like, thank you. I really appreciate the tip. Your Venmo, you haven't Venmo me yet? I was like, oh yeah. I looked at Venmo and it did that thing where it wanted me to verify his phone number, and I didn't notice that. So he just thought I ripped him off and like paid $10 for the shirts. So I paid him the rest of the money.
He's like, thanks for the tip. Can I get the rest of the money? You piece of shit.
Yeah. It had to be an awkward message to send because, he doesn't want to seem like he's accusing me of anything, but he's like, where's the money?
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Exactly. He calls me Lebowski. We're real close now. But
okay.
Also, thanks to Zach, our lovely producer, busy as ever, has so much work going on. He's making all that cash, Zach. He's doing great. I love him. I hope he's doing well.
Isn't his baby due soon?
Yeah, he's gonna have more money to spend.
That's what happens. You get more babies, so you get more money.
He's gonna be so busy. Thanks to me for holding it out, sticking out there for a late episode,
being sleepy.
I had to deal with that fake co-host Mitt. I had to deal with our real co-host Tim.
It's a good thing he went to the hospital.
Oh yeah, I'm glad he died. So thanks Tim for.
Did he die?
Oh, I don't listen to this show. It's fucking lowbrow.
It's just like,
what was that?
Mitt died on the way to his home planet.
Yeah, he's the real ET of this podcast. But yeah, thank you to our listeners, and especially to anyone out there keeping the dream alive and bringing the piss drawer back for 2022. Bring back the piss drawer.
That's right.
And we'll see you and Tim's dogs next week.
We'll never let it go, the piss drawer.
Yeah, and I'll never let you go, our audience.
I'll never let you go.
I mean, it's pretty easy. I can hold on to 2 or 3 people.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ben, you think we get demonetized?
We're gonna get this episode-atized right now. Everybody, we'll see you next week to talk about Fraggle Rock, and I hope you enjoy going extinct.
Goodbye.
I think next episode is just gonna be me again.